Okay, I hope that you can hear me. I have no idea if you can. I hope that you can hear me. This will be a very short live stream. It's only just to tell you exact details about what's going to happen about the exams that start on Monday and they go through to the following Monday. Now, you'll see from your exam timetable that the exam day is split into three slots of about 2 hours each with a little break between them. The thing is, we're not going to do these exams in school. We are not going to do these exams in school. There might be a select few classes that are allowed to come to school to do the exams, but in general, we're not going to do the exams at school. So we've got to think of a way to do the exams at home. Now, I know that some of you are clapping and shouting with glee. You're thinking, great, great, great. I'm going to cheat all the way through this, and you're probably going to cheat all the way through this, but I can't do anything about that. But we're going to take these as important exams. You know the weighting of these exams. It's at least 60%. In some cases, it's 70%. So these are important exams, and I want you to take them seriously, even though you're going to have to do them at home. Now, the way that I'm just going to say a little bit about what you need to do in the exam and how you need to, the mechanics of the exam. And then I'm going to tell you a bit about how you're going to prepare for it, and if you want any practice of using the exam tools, how you're going to get that practice. So I'm just going to go through the list of things. Number one, you need to have sheets of paper. Now, I think it's better that they're not in a copybook. I think it's better that they're not in a copybook. So you're going to have sheets of paper. You're only going to write on one side. Do not write on both sides. For every single question, you need to use a new paper. Please make sure that all the work is spaced out. It's not a problem for us if you upload 38 pieces of paper. We need to be able to read it. It needs to be legible. It needs to be conducive to marking well. So you're going to use new paper. Number three, you're going to use a black pen, not a biro. Not a biro, not a Bic. You need to be using a Uniball or some such pen like that. The problem is that you will be given these exams at the moment they start on Google Classroom. So your exam is going to be in front of you on your screen, and you're going to be writing on a piece of paper. Okay? Now, the important thing here is on that piece of paper, you're going to on the screen, you're going to have a diagram. So I did an example today where it had a diagram of a capacitor, and it said, draw the electric field lines. I got one person that actually copied the diagram and then drew the correct field lines, all of them. And I got one person that gave me something like this, real size. Okay? That person I would give 0 to. You've got to be so careful with this. When it says amend the diagram, copy the diagram. Now, some people will say, I don't want to copy the diagram. So you lose marks, don't copy the diagram. Some people will say, can I get the paper from school? Yes. An hour before the exam, you can come and collect the paper in a brown envelope sealed. And you then sit in front of your computer, and when I tell you to open the envelope, you open the envelope. Okay? Now, I can see some of you sitting there with glee thinking, oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to open the envelope on the way home, and I'm going to tell my friends what all the questions are, and so we're going to cheat. Don't do that. Have a little bit of integrity. Don't forget, integrity is doing the right thing while nobody is watching. And nobody is watching. These exams are a great test for you. A great test of your character, a great test of your honesty, and a great test of your integrity. So there are multiple ways to cheat, but I don't want you to cheat. I want you to do these exams to the best of your ability. And that's what I hope that you're going to do. Now, so the copying of the diagrams might be a good problem. You can get the exams from school if you want. Now, every student is going to have to fill in this paper. I don't know if you can see this paper, and for each exam, it will be included with the exam. It will be the first sheet after the cover sheet, and it says, I promise I did not cheat. You fill in your name, username, and class, and then you sign to this promise. You sign to this promise saying, I didn't have contact with anyone else, either in the same room or electronically. My parents didn't help me. No one was in the room helping me. I didn't use the internet, and I didn't use the books and notes I made beforehand. Yours is not an open book exam. 10A, 11A, 12A, yours is not an open book exam. And you will need to sign this. Now, the problem with this is, if you don't come and pick up your exam, you will not have this paper to write on. So I am going to devise an electronic form of this that you can copy and paste off the A-level announcement group, and you can paste it back to me for each exam, saying this and typing your name at the end and saying, by sending this message to your personal email, personal phone number, Mr. Steve, I promise I did not cheat. If I don't get it, I'm going to assume that you cheated. Now, that's super important. You might think that this is a little bit of a joke, but that is super important. For you to tell me that you did not cheat is very, very important. Now, how are we going to do the exams? How are we actually going to do the exams? Well, what's going to happen is exactly, I don't know how many Zoom classes you have, but what's going to happen is the teacher will open a Zoom class, and they will send you the Zoom link on your Google Classroom. You will open the Zoom link, you will all get into the classroom, and the teacher will then send you another assignment, which inside that assignment is a PDF document of the exams. Then, after you do that, you will open the PDF on your screen, and you will start to write down the answers. Now, I don't think we have a big problem. If you have two people doing an exam at the same time, one of you, unfortunately, is going to have to come to school and get the exam. There is no other way around it. If you have one laptop and two people, this is not going to work. So one of you will either have to send a driver or a parent, or come yourself an hour before the exam and pick up the paper. I can't think of any other solution. If you don't have a laptop, you will need to come. A personal laptop that is your own laptop, you will have to come. You can't do it on a phone. You cannot do this on a phone. You will have to come and pick up the paper. And the teacher will watch you doing Zoom, watch you doing the exam on Zoom. Maybe something goes wrong, Zoom goes off, it doesn't matter. You come back on Zoom, and the teacher will say, okay, now there's 10 minutes left, now there's 15 minutes left, and stuff like that. And eventually, you will finish the exam. You will then get time to upload. There might be a chance that your electricity goes off. If your electricity goes off, don't forget, we're going to give 30 minutes, technical problems. If you have a technical problem, you can eat into those 30 minutes, but you will not cheat during those 30 minutes. You will not take extra time. Those 30 minutes will just be used for technical problems. Now, I think some of you can see that this places an immense faith in you, an immense trust that you are going to do the right thing, that you're going to be men and women of integrity. You can abuse that as much as you like, but I hope that you don't abuse that. We are trying very hard to work in a system that is very, very difficult at the moment. Can I say something else? The two key points of cheating here is if you come and pick up the paper an hour before the exam, and the second point of cheating, and I hope you will not open the paper until the exam starts on the Zoom class. And the second thing is contacting your friends on WhatsApp and asking, did you get 1.7 on your group? I hope that you don't do that. I hope that you don't do that. And the third one is to have papers around you. We are not going to use the second webcam. There have been too many people saying, I can't afford it, so I'm scrap the second webcam. But I want the first webcam off the thing to be able to see you. If you don't have the first webcam working, I hope that you'll send me an email explaining why the webcam is not working and why you can't use it. Okay? Now I know there's some problems, and I know you have a few problems, but what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to do a Zoom at 5:30 tomorrow, and I'm going to put the link on A-Level. It's only for you, and if you have any issues, get on that Zoom and let us talk about the issues that come up as a result of you thinking about how this thing works. Now, you will need to be able to scan your exam. So I'm going to put a link to a YouTube video I made about, 5 weeks ago. It's not a great one, but it shows you how to do it. I'll put the link up shortly so you can see how to use your phone as a scanner and then directly upload it to the classroom. If you're not in Google Classrooms, you're in real trouble. Okay, I hope that has given you some idea. It's not a long live stream. It wasn't meant to be a long live stream. I hope that it's given some idea about the exams. And the key thing about these exams is that the pressure to cheat is going to be immense. When you find yourself scrambling for an answer and you know that your friend is on the end of a WhatsApp line, the pressure is going to be immense for you to cheat. And I just pray that you will have the strength not to cheat. I know it's difficult, but I believe in you, and I believe that your characters are bigger than this and you can manage to do these exams. I'm going to reach out to the people in the classes that are clever, who the cheats are going to be asking, did you get 1.7? Did you get 2.8 times 10 to the minus 9? Please don't answer those texts until after the exam. And make it clear, don't text me during the exam. Don't WhatsApp me during the exam. I'm going to do this exam. Whatever happens, whatever mark I get, I'm going to do this exam. So tomorrow there'll be a Zoom at 5:30 to answer any big questions you have. And then I might on Saturday do a practice exam. So you can practice if you've never done a Zoom class, if you've never uploaded some scans to Classroom, you're at a disadvantage, and I can help you to do that. And I'll talk to you tomorrow about that. You'll send me your email, I'll add you to an exam class, and then we'll see how that goes. I don't think there's anything more I want to talk about now. I'm going to do a video for the teachers about how to run a Zoom exam. But I hope that this is good enough for you, and I'll see you tomorrow at 5:30 if you have any questions. I don't think there's anything new I need to add. But come on Zoom tomorrow at 5:30, and we will talk about all the problems. 10A 11A, and 12A. Thank you very much indeed for watching. I hope you have a lovely evening. I hope you're safe. I hope your family is safe. I hope God will bless you and keep you safe in these very difficult times. And I hope God will give you the strength next week to be men and women of integrity and just do the exams without cheating. I know it's going to be tough, but He can give you the strength and He can give you the mindset to do that. And I pray that He does, and I pray that He'll keep you safe. Thank you very much for watching.